Hey guys, so tonight I'm going to do two videos. Look for my later video. It's going to be my record collection show. But right now I want to do a haul. I went to two really cool stores that we have here in Halifax. One is called Taz Records, which is where I get the bulk of my records, and you'll see that in my record collection video. And then the other one is Strange Adventures Comics, and it's a comic book store. So I'm going to do a haul of what I just bought. Hopefully you think it's cool. So I'll show you my two new records first. So this one is the chilling, thrilling sounds of the haunted house. And this is a Disney record. I think this was put out in the 60s or maybe the 50s. But I really love this. Sometimes just like sitting in bed listening to it is really cool. It's, so this first side of the record are sounds of a haunted house. So you have things like screams and groans, thunder and lightning, cat fight, dogs, a collection of creaks, fuses and explosions, a collection of crashes, birds, drips, splashes, and things in space. So on the first side, there's a narrator, and he sets up the scene for the sounds that you're going to hear. And then on the second side, too, is just the sounds. The second side, screams and groans, thunder and lightning, cats and dogs, collection of creaks. It's basically the exact same thing. And then on the first side, you have the haunted house, the very long fuse, dogs, timber, your pet cat, shipwreck, unsafe bridge, Chinese water torture, the birds, the Martian monsters, and the narrator just sets it up and then for the sounds to play. This is really cool. I like playing this on Halloween. Well, I'm sure I would like playing it on Halloween. I just bought it, but I listened to the online version, and it says, "Here lies a collection of the most terrifying sounds." So, here lies a most terrific collection of recorded sounds. And this is, Disneyland Records. This is put out in 1964, not the 50s. Okay. My second, thing that I got at Taz is Iggy Pop and the Stooges' Raw Power, and this was a find. I think I paid $14 for this, maybe $14 to $20. So it's got Iggy on the back, and it's just so awesome. I love the Stooges. I love Iggy Pop so much. So this was really cool. So on both sides of the sleeve is the iconic image from the front of the album. And then on the inside, I have my record. And this will be in my record collection review later on, too. So Iggy Pop, the Stooges, Raw Power. This is in really good shape. It was a new record, so it hadn't been opened, and it was in plastic packaging. I think this is a reissue, though. I don't think this is an original. So this was originally released in May 1973. But I think this is a reissue. So I think this was reissued in 1993, late 90s, early 2000s, and that's where I got it. Is at Taz. So those are my Taz records haul, and now I'm going to show you my comic book haul. The cool thing is Taz and Strange Adventures work together. So when you go to either of the store, you get your bag in which they put your items in. So on one side they advertise Taz Records, vinyl, CDs, and turntables, and then the other side is Strange Adventures comic books. So it's really cool. I'll show you the comic books that I got. So first off, this is Thor for Asgard. I'm a huge Thor fan, for anybody who doesn't know that. And I'm not talking about just the movie with Chris Hemsworth. I'm really big into Vikings and Viking mythology. I probably have been since I was 6 or 7. And I used to watch the old Thor television show. I actually have an episode called Thor versus Hercules, and I've watched it a million times. If anybody knows where I can find the original Thor series, Stan Lee's Thor, the cartoon, on DVD, if you could just leave me a comment or a video response, or maybe private message me so that I can find out where I can get that. I'll post my email. If you know where I can get it, email me. I would love to get my hands on that. But yeah, this is Thor for Asgard. And this is Robert Rod and Simon Blanche, I think. I can't read. But it's the Thunder God, like you've never seen him before. And this is more of like a, well, it's a comic book, but it's more kind of done in the style of a graphic novel. It's not like the comics that I'm used to. And this is, yeah, it's really cool. I love Thor so much. So I haven't actually read this one yet. I'm looking forward to reading it. Loki is in here. That's Thor's brother. So this is new Thor, and two of my other things that I got 4 things. No, the other one is Thor as well. This is the Mighty Thor: Shattered Heroes, and this is a new take. A new take on like the original classic Thor. So this one was probably $4, I think. And it's got like advertisements for other cartoons in it. So this one is, I think, this is Spider-Man. This is the Avenging Spider-Man. I don't know. I don't really read any other comic books but Thor. That's the only one I'm really interested in. And so yeah, this is the Mighty Thor. It's cool. Then this is George. So I found this. This is really cool. This is George R. Martin's Game of Thrones, and they did this into a comic book series, which I think is really awesome. Yeah, it says also a new original HBO series. Gotta plug that in. But this one is from the book A Song of Fire and Ice. I'm trying to think of what section. They're done in different sections. I got this one because it had Khal Drogo and Daenerys Targaryen on it. And that's my favorite storyline out of... Besides, I really love The Wall. Hadrian's... No, not Hadrian's Wall. That's from fucking King Arthur. But I really like The Wall and the Night's Watch story. But my favorite story has to be Daenerys Targaryen and... Khal Drogo and her trying to win back her throne. I think this is like the first one, because in the back is her marriage to Khal Drogo. That's Khaleesi. And there, yeah, so it's like her wedding night. Is where she gets the dragon eggs. And then her horse, and pretty graphic nudity. I wouldn't let my kids read this. But yeah, and it ends off with like them having sex for the first time or consummating their marriage, which is weird because in the book and in the television show he rapes her pretty much, but in this she says yes and it's consensual. But like, I thought this was really cool. I really wanted... When I saw it, I was like, I have to have it. So, there's also something cool. Vampirella versus Dracula on the back. I kind of want to read that if I can find it. And the next one was a find. I was actually so happy I found this. So, it's in the plastic casing, but I'm going to take it out to show you. I'm sorry my videos are so long. I don't edit them. That's because I have an HP laptop. I don't have a good editing system. I'm using Windows Movie Maker, and that fucks up the format if you're going to put it on. But this is the Mighty Thor, and this is To Become an Immortal. And this is from, I think the 60s. This is like a Stan Lee original, which I don't know if it's a Stan Lee original. I can't really say. It's really cool, though. There's no year. I think it... 1966. But there's Jane, and then there's like the shop by mail. So there's ads in it for live pet seahorses and a darling pet monkey for $18.95. I really like the other thing I really like about comic books is just seeing the ads in them. I think they're really funny, the things that you could order. Yeah, but this has Odin in it, and his mischievous brother Loki. So I really like this. This is probably my favorite. Ooh, a second chance for high school dropouts. Get your diploma. Yeah, so that's my Thor comic book. This is the crowning jewel of my collection. So yeah, that was my Taz Records and Strange Adventures comic book haul. Hope you liked it.